Okay, there you go. Alrighty. So, Shape of Water. How'd you do?
Well, you pretty much can answer your own question with that one.
So we saw The Shape of Water, which is a movie I've actually been looking forward to a long time. It is a love story between woman and fish.
I love fish a lot, but not that much.
Oh, I found Nemo.
I went to the fish market last night, and again, and again, and again. It's like a notebook was found in the Titanic, in the water.
So, I guess you get general thoughts out of the way before we just fill us up with fishy sex jokes.
Okay.
Which we'll get to. It's not a secret. I've actually known that was coming, like, for a while. Like, it's been some of the press releases, so I knew that was coming. You didn't, so it made your reaction glorious.
Well, I started putting 2 to 2 together with all the scenes, the extra scenes of her being alone, so I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
please, God.
That kind of caught my attention. It was like, wait, is she? Oh, she is. Okay. It's like, all right, we're going that route. All right, let's do this. I'm in. I'm on board. I really liked it. I'm not sure how you feel about it.
It's one of those things where I need to watch it again now that I know what I should expect from it. Mm-hmm. But it was pretty good. Pretty good. I would not watch this with my family. Maybe,
Aren't you seeing this with your sister?
I am going to see it with my sister, but, I got to pretend I'm not uncomfortable. This is going to be a trial. It's going to be so hard. Like, oh, God, here
Don't make eye contact, so I touch Game of Thrones.
She'll probably, lean into it towards me and be like, what the fuck did you drag me to? I'm like, no, you dragged me.
Meanwhile, I got hot and bothered for a different reason. Michael Shannon.
Oh my God, you can go ahead and have him.
Michael Shannon.
In this.
He is, but he is his most Michael Shannon-y, and I loved him.
He fits the stereotypical character he always puts himself in,
I don't know, I still had a pretty complex character by the time the movie was over.
That's always his thing, though. He's typecasting himself already.
But he's so good at it.
I know, but, so he does, religious, he brings up a religion a lot. He's really angry, which is where you love it.
Yeah.
And he tries to be an alpha male.
He saves a lot of his anger towards the end, though, to be fair.
He was... Well, that's because he took it out on his wife.
Which is another don't make eye contact scene.
Although you're probably like, yeah, Michael Shannon. Me too, I'm next.
I was kind of like, just, all right. I'll assume the position. I just discovered missionary.
You know what they say, the husband's really happy with the whole picture of the ad. That'd be right. Michael going, with Michael Shannon.
No, it's kind of like whenever Nick Cage is at his most Nick Cagey, I'm happy as a clam. I'm just like, yes, give me more. Which, by the way, there's a movie coming out I think next month that looks amazing with Nicolas Cage in it. It's called Mom and Dad or something like that.
I haven't seen the trailer for that.
Oh, it looks so good. It's about parents who one day decide just to want to murder the fuck out of their kids.
Now I just want to see a movie with all the overacting actors in it.
Yes! Just get Shatner, Shannon, Cage.
It would be like The Expendables, but it would be the
oh my God!
Another movie
Jim Carrey, throw him in old school Jim Carrey in there too. Yes! I would love to see that movie.
Oh my God.
But I just know it has a scene with Nicolas Cage swinging a sledgehammer on a table, yelling the hokey pokey. It's amazing.
Sounds like a good drinking movie.
I can't wait. But anyway, so back to this movie. No, what did you know about this movie going into it?
I knew it was about a girl falling in love with a fish, and I knew it was kind of like an ode to the swamp monster. Yeah, the creature of the Black Lagoon. Yeah. And then I heard something online. It's it's about how Abraham was made. It's now I could see it though. Right. It's there's his love for eggs.
Abraham just really wanted to fuck.
Well, no. That's his parents. This is his parents' love story. Is how I saw it as.
That would actually be brilliant if that's what actually ends up happening. That would be absolutely brilliant. They're both directed by Guillermo del Toro, so
he's probably like, yeah, guys, but not but it's canon.
Wink. Let me make the canon the reboot. It's the same actor who plays both Abe and this character too, because I can tell by the lips.
Oh yeah. And hand movements too.
Yeah, hand movements it's like, oh, that's totally Doug Jones. I recognize the Bye Bye Man anywhere. He was that one too.
He's everywhere. He's probably
whenever heavy practical effects are used, Doug Jones is usually there.
I heard he was the #1 most highest paid actors.
Because
nobody knows his face.
I mean, look at all the shit he wears in this entire movie. That can't be comfortable. He fucking owns it. He's like, the actors in this are so good in this movie. But
okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just thinking, I bet you there's a deleted scene of that finishing, like, behind this curtain thing.
Honestly, I was thinking that too. But that's like, the editor's like, no, you can't show fish dick. You just can't do it. Just that someone leans in real close to the main character and goes, do you like fish sticks? You have no idea.
Although it's going to bring some really interesting fan art to the world.
Deviant art, I can't wait.
What's it going to look like? You know, like a duck penis or like a fish? Or?
I imagine like the Demogorgon penis. Just, it flowers. We're spending a lot of time talking about fish dick in this. What is inherently a very beautiful film. I feel like
the message was good.
The message is good. The cinematography is gorgeous. The style is great. I love the soundtrack.
Dancing on the edge of bestiality. I don't know.
Hey, if Disney can do it, you know?
That's true, but that's a cartoon. Not the remake, because I'm trying to be good and not mention the remake.
Don't worry, I'll talk about that when I get the top worst list.
Oh, you just gave away a portion of that then.
I still got 9 more to give away. Honestly, if you're keeping up with the show this long, you probably know what's gonna be. If any movie's gonna say the phrase "fuck this movie" at some point, it's probably gonna be on the list.
Instead, this movie fucked you.
Fuck me good. But anyway, so a lot of people are going this movie. A lot of people are calling this movie a masterpiece, like one of Guillermo del Toro's best work. And yeah, I could see it. Like, I can't really think of it. It depends how comfortable you are with the fish sex.
Yeah, when you ignore all that, it's quite beautiful.
Like, even including that, like I didn't mind it. Like, it really didn't bother me very much. But you got so uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, but I thought we were going to talk about the movie first, and then we're going to dive into that scene.
Point taken, but as far as it's dominated the conversation.
Yeah.
I wonder who dominates in that conversation. Anyway.
The fish?
Probably.
No, the girl, because the girl just jumped in there.
True.
She's like, I need that fish dick. And then basically held him down.
So, yeah, this movie, first off, like, honestly, this movie would have been great even if it didn't have the fish monster in there. Because all the characters are really good. The main character, what was the main character's name?
The girl, like
the mute girl.
We were too focused on the fish dick.
I'm notoriously bad with names, so it's no surprise that I would forget it. Maya?
Maybe?
But anyway,
Eliza.
Eliza. I was close. There was an A in there. Eliza's the main character, and she's mute, which, by the way, this is another case of I love that the fact the movie like this got released where you could tell this is, maybe aside from actual seeing fish sex, this is exactly the way the director probably wanted to make it without too much studio interference.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Because seeing a mute character as the lead is pretty damn rare, and it's a pretty bold move.
I did like that.
Because that's, especially in modern day studios, that's a really hard sell. Unless it's a world where nobody talks. Because I think the last time I saw that was like The Artist, but nobody talked in that movie. So, have you seen The Artist?
Yes, I've seen.
Okay,
that one I see.
But yeah, so like I thought that was a really bold choice. You can tell it's a very Guillermo del Toro movie. The dark mood setting, the visual designs, the kind of almost like grim fairy tale kind of style to it.
Yeah.
Did you catch that vibe?
Yeah.
Anyway, she lives next door with her older gay best friend, who I loved. He might be my favorite character. Whose name also escapes me. He's the gay artist. Thank you.
The gay artist is named
Jerkin. Giles.
Gills, wouldn't that fit with the whole thing?
I know, right? Probably a deliberate choice. But anyway, yeah. So and they kind of have this great relationship, this great bond together, and honestly, again, she doesn't talk, but they have such great chemistry whenever they're on screen together. You just totally buy their friendship, and the fact that he really just wants to fuck the pie guy.
Yeah.
In Cold War era, and this movie does not shy away from showing like the more controversial sides of that time. Doesn't really focus too much on either, which I kind of appreciate because I felt that would have been a little more distracting.
Yeah.
Kind of like Suburbicon, where it's like, hey, there's this racist storyline that's happening that has nothing to do with anything else going on. That happened in that movie. It was kind of amazing because it was like half of the movie was on these. Is like on racial segregation or integration, and the other half is about Matt Damon killing somebody, and the two like never intersect. Lily's always like, "Well, it's crowded records outside." Yeah, we don't talk about that, and that's literally the only connection between that in that one.
Well, luckily this one crossed.
No, this one crossed. This one feels masterfully put together. I can't really think of anything I'd personally take away. Yeah, because I think if you take anything out, it would be less of a movie.
Yeah, it would.
But yeah, so anyway, Eliza and her friend Zelda work in this top secret facility of unknown nature that has all these it's like Area 52 shit. So like the opening shows them cleaning like what looks like some weird prototype airplane thing.
Yeah.
And then later on they end up getting the creature of the Black Lagoon, and she kind of instantly has a connection with it, and through the active clean they kind of form a bond. And this is all in the trailer, so I'm not giving anything away quite yet. But yeah, she's the supervisor of the fish is Michael Shannon, who plays this dickish. It plays a Michael Shannon character.
Plays himself.
Not quite himself. I mean, it's still it's actually a very complex character, but it is definitely written for Michael Shannon.
Yeah.
It definitely plays to his strength. He's great. And that he's mentally unstable. Fucking crazy. Just again, remember what scene he's in. He's the most intense person in that room, which I always appreciate.
I really like the fingers.
Yeah, and the fingers were good. Because immediately, this is kind of spoilerish, but almost immediately after they get the fish in there, the fish cuts his fingers off, and they try to glue it back together. But through the entire movie, you can see just the fingers getting more and more black and darker. It's a good metaphor for the character's arc at that point. And again, I'm not gonna try to give too much away because I do think you really should go see this. We had a pretty packed house, which is why they put us in the smallest, crappiest theater they have here. I hate that theater. That has the worst speakers.
Well, great, because I don't know if that was great. I had a cold, so I barely could hear. I was like, okay, what are they saying now? Okay, got it. Luckily, the main character's mute.
So there are lots of subtitles.
Yes, there was.
But meanwhile, so it's a story about love and espionage in the Soviet Union at one point, and all these different things. But the core focus is on the characters and their journeys and the great practical effects of this fucking movie. The way the suit is designed, it's mostly practical effects. They only use CGI when necessary, which I appreciated. And yeah, it's just I really liked this movie, and now we can openly talk about the fish sex. So yeah, this isn't the press release. Nothing new if you haven't heard about this. There is a semi-sex scene in the movie. A couple of them actually.
Oh my god.
And watching your reaction when you started realizing what was happening was amazing.
What? Yeah, I think I reached down, grabbed a cough drop, going, oh my god, okay, starting to feel uncomfortable, grabbing water, okay, distract yourself, yes, this is gonna happen. Okay, brace yourself. Oh, thank god, a shower curtain.
I can almost hear you screaming in your head, I need an adult!
I was more I didn't sign up for this. I thought it was
but you did for weird fish sex.
Well, I think what started making me super, because I wasn't expecting it. So I went into this movie not expecting so much other than it's a love story. I had no idea it was rated R.
Blood and guts and lots of work.
Well, no, that's all fine. Michael Shannon, if I can say that, what he does.
Yeah, spoilers from here on out. So
Okay.
just be warned. If you haven't seen the movie, go see it and come back. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so Michael Shannon rips his own fucking fingers off of his hand.
That scene was amazing.
It was great. So I'm not afraid of gory stuff. I was like, yeah. But, at the beginning, the first couple, minutes into the movie, they start showing how alone she is. And then, any girl who's alone has nobody, and she's playing with herself in the bathtub. So I knew that's when I was going to be like, okay, this might start insinuating there's
strap yourself in.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. He started settling himself in. So
I was more like, don't make eye contact right now. Do not make eye contact. Stare at the screen.
After that, you're like, I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
I was more just curious what your reaction was.
And you're going, we don't need. Okay, we get it. Okay, I don't need to see anymore. And they do it again and again and again. It's like, okay, we get it.
You'll do like 2 or 3 times.
And alone and isolated. We get it.
People masturbate. It's okay.
I know, but oh my god. Anyway, back to the reason why the first scene made me uncomfortable, because I had a feeling fish sex was gonna happen. Because she was alone and she was fucking masturbating. Can't leave a lonely girl alone with a man with a penis that's hidden inside of his body, apparently. That's another spoiler, I guess.
And that is a oversight by God, in my opinion.
I like how they explain, I love how they had, what's her name, explain it. What was it? They had...
Oh, yeah.
They had Octavia Spencer explain how his penis worked. By the way, the
lead actress.
Doug Jones plays Amphibian Man. That's his character name.
Oh, okay. So just call him Abe.
Abe. You can call him Abe.
I will call him Abe.
Anyway.
But yeah, the way she describes it is amazing and gives you a visual you both wanted and never wanted. Because the exact way she describes it. You're
going to do the hand motion?
I might do the hand motion. But so, she's pushing the car with her friend Zelda, and Zelda knows that she fucked somebody.
Yeah.
And she has the same question we all have.
The main character, Eliza, had a look of satisfaction on her face. That's what gave it away.
The look of somebody had just been fucked.
She's like, yeah, I had that fish stick.
Beep, beep, that's the microwave. Fish stick's ready.
Let's heat it up to 69 degrees. That gotta be that hot, though.
I guess because it's really slow cooking fish stick.
Well,
Get some of that 420 in there.
Maybe some sushi in there.
Oh my.
It's raw.
Get some seaweed.
Anyway.
And some of that wasabi. Oh my.
Go ahead and do the hand motions. They probably want to see it.
For those who have seen the movie, you know what this is, but if you're not going to watch the movie, then you don't care. Yeah, I think the exact I watched wait, where's the penis? How does that work? And then she does this, and then ding, 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 ding. And the look of horror on the Zelda's face is great too. Just oh, never trust a man. Yeah, but then never trust a man even when it looks like he has no penis.
Yeah, but then she's all like, you know what? Good for you. You fucked the fish man. I'm glad you fucked him.
Because life finds a way.
And thus Abraham was born 9 months later from this movie's last point of time.
But we'll never see that because Hellboy 3 will never happen. Sad. It's like people were proposing that Life movie was a Venom prequel.
What movie?
Remember we had Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds. It was that one where they had a little alien in satellite that was growing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was a theory going around that was a Venom prequel.
No.
It wasn't, but it would have been cool. It'd been a cool twist.
What? No. I actually don't want anyone to touch Venom.
I don't either, but it's gonna happen, sadly, whether we like it or not. I know I don't like it either. But anyway, that's a topic for another time. Fish stick.
That's a topic for today.
That's all for today. So the thing. With the things I've talked about on this show, It's funny. This is like the second time like the penis joke has been the funniest joke in the movie in the past week. The other one was Jumanji 2. Which had a great joke with Jack Black, surprisingly. Because Jack Black has to take a piss at one point. And it's like, oh my god, this is so much easier. Because you got like a little handle. Martha, come look at my penis.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly how ladies would act if they suddenly grew a penis.
It's kind of amazing. He's like, I've been dreading this, but I need you to show me how it works.
That, or they would probably do helicopter dick.
It's just, you spin me right round, baby, right
Look at my fidget spinner.
Can you imagine that's how a fish dick works, maybe? Like,
it spins. It's a Demogorgon spinning penis.
I don't know. We can use our imagination.
Until DeviantArt decides which kind of penis it has.
Oh, this won't be on Deviant. That part won't be on DeviantArt. We'll get the weird written fan fiction version first.
Oh, well, no, you'll get artwork, probably.
Maybe. I don't know if they'll let that in there. You might have to go to
they will.
How do you know? I knew it! I knew it! You've looked up Demogorgon penis, haven't you?
No! Although you might see a new submission for that soon. No.
I would love it if, like, either you or someone watching it is going, I'm on it! And just started drawing.
Demogorgon penis.
Like, replay. I don't know. That's my visualization of a Demogorgon penis. You're welcome, Internet. This video is gonna get flagged. So, anyway. So, obsessed about things other than the fish dick. The soundtrack is really good.
Yeah, I like the soundtrack.
This is all like, I want to say, like, this takes place in the Cold War, so like 1960s, somewhere in there. Mm-hmm. So all of it's all just those classical musicals, and they show a lot of it, like show some of the dancing, and all the way it's done. This movie feels very much like a fairy tale, which I appreciate, which I really appreciated.
Until they kill the cat.
Oh yeah, the cat. that got a reaction out of the audience.
Oh yeah. Was that when everyone gasped?
I think so, yeah.
Was that for, like, the sexy?
I think people were kind of doing the same uncomfortable, like, eye gazing that everyone else is doing.
It's the Quaker in me going, no, bless.
Sins be gone. Yeah, so there's a point where a cat gets his head bitten off. But it's okay because he has more cats, so they're disposable apparently. So, between Guillermo del Toro and Tim Burton, for some reason, just do not like fucking cats.
Yeah. It's kind of funny though. I mean, Liza's friend, I forgot his name again. He's just like,
Giles.
oh, your boyfriend just ate the cat. My cat's head, but it's okay. I got a lot of cats. I'm over it. It's like, really, that's a really good friend then if you know.
I mean, the cat's name is Pandora.
Yeah,
and he bit his head off. So he opened Pandora's box. Metaphors. Terrible metaphors. Now, actually, the movie's, first off, I want to do something, like, I do like how everything the way it's shot is just beautiful looking. Even when it gets more stylistic towards the end, there is a scene where it kind of randomly turns into a dance number.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a really fun scene, although it does and doesn't kind of come out of nowhere, because on the other hand, like, you get that she's a huge, like, passionate lover of these old musicals.
Yeah, living above a theater.
Yeah, living above a theater, so she has a high appreciation of this art form. And so they establish that she's, like, tap dancing and stuff, and has that cute as hell little tap dance number with her gay friend at one point.
Yeah, that was super cute.
Who I felt so bad for in this movie, because he just gets pissed on by everyone.
He loses his best friend.
He loses his best friend. This movie's, like, from his perspective, this movie's a tragedy.
I lost my best friend to a fish man, and my cat's head disappeared.
But I got my hair back. He's
really
one step away from being the guy who drives the fan in Ant-Man. So I lost my job. My gay lover rejected me. My gay crush rejected me. Lost my best friend to a fish man. but I got to keep the van. He actually does drive a van in this movie, so it kind of works.
Yeah.
Poor Giles.
He got it, like, wrecked.
And again, he pulled off the gay persona without being offensive or stereotypical. It just felt very sincere in that he was just more sensitive. So like every time he got like rejected or like somebody, he was like, "You hit me!" Like he would legitimately feel like, "Oh, kind of want to hug you. It's okay."
He took care of Michael Shannon for us, so that was good.
He did. He whooped Michael Shannon's ass. Again, I gotta just talk about Michael Shannon for a bit.
I know. But that topic's coming.
I know.
Begin.
Okay, so no, I'd like. I mean, like, I'm unabashed in my love for Michael Shannon, as you know.
Wait, did this happen? For Michael
How do you think
Shannon?
my penis works? Don't answer that. Not on camera.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah.
No, they do a very well done slow build of his character from beginning to end, where they show him as the alpha male kind of type, but at the same time there's just something off about him in everything he does and everything he says that just makes you visibly uncomfortable.
His face.
Well, yeah, it's Michael Shannon's face, but it's not just him being Michael Shannon. There's a genuine character being built here. In that, you know, he's clearly just an ounce unstable. He clearly has this high opinion of himself, high opinion of his work. And yeah, he's the guy that gets shit done. He delivers.
Doesn't give a shit about his family life back at home.
Nope, you can tell he could care less about that. He's more focused on catching the giant fish man. Which, granted, I could see how that would take priority.
Maybe he wanted the fish penis.
Maybe he does have a fish penis. Maybe that's why he's also attracted to the mute girl. But boy, howdy, if they did not have an HR department back in the 60s, they really needed one. But yeah, no, this character's clearly designed to make you uncomfortable, but doesn't feel like, I don't feel like I'm being manipulated into, like, not liking some other characters I've seen, like other villains I've seen in movies. Whereas, like, okay, I'm just not supposed to like him because he's the bad guy. But no, they do a good job on this one of genuinely building him as a character and giving you a reason to genuinely want him to fail at the end. Especially when he goes full psycho towards... And I like the use of the fingers as, like, a calling card, or like a metaphor for, like, him just completely losing his shit towards the very end.
Yeah.
Because, he loses 2 fingers at the end, and the maids the janitors find it, they quickly throw it in a bag that has mustard in it, which he points out later on. Because he's an asshole, but he's not like evil at the beginning of the movie. He's just an asshole, a creepy asshole, but not like a bad person.
An ambitious asshole.
An ambitious asshole. That's a good way of putting it. Most assholes are ambitious, really. No, actually, not true. Not true. I know a lot of people that are assholes are just assholes. I'm an asshole. I'm a little ambitious. But mostly just an asshole.
Very true.
Thanks, honey. Anyway. So, so you see his, like, fingers loosely, like, bandaged up, and then try to, like, stew on the fingers again, see if it takes. But as the movie goes on, it gets, like, grosser and grosser and, like, more and more black. To the point where, like, there's a scene where, like, you couldn't watch it, but I barely could. Where she's, like, squeezing, just, like, giant bubble of pus just comes out.
I gotta clarify. When I was leaning into you and you thought I was hiding, I was basically saying, "Do you think that's mustard?"
Oh, that's what you were saying. Okay.
And you're like, "Oh yeah, okay, whatever." I was like, "All right, okay, I know it's Michael Shannon."
Shh. He's on. I gotta see this.
Maybe it was Dijon mustard, judging by the color.
That's a gross visual, but also makes me strangely hungry. Because I haven't eaten dinner today, so...
Oh, you want some Michael Shannon fingers?
Well, he said he has his pussy finger ready to go, so...
Well, you're there with your ambitious asshole and your Demogorgon penis or fish penis.
You know what would be like a weird double feature with this? The Iron Giant.
Why?
Think about it. Cold War era. Giant monster that's misunderstood.
Oh, yeah.
Only person that understands him. Kind of has a die MacGuffin at the end. Also pursued by an angry agent.
One's for adults, the other's for kids.
That's why I said it'd be a weird but kind of awesome double feature.
Okay. I'm trying to think what other movies are like that, though.
That's like the most apt comparison. Unless you're going with Hellboy, which feels like an easy choice because of the monster stuff. But even then, not quite. Pan's Labyrinth, maybe. That's also because that's an Guillermo del Toro movie.
Yeah. I know. I was like, storyline doesn't make. No.
Yeah, true. But anyway, so towards the very end, he just goes full ballistic, and just after just savagely killing this poor Russian spy, which is a sentence I didn't think I'd say in the past.
Him I like. He was
really nice.
I like that actor. Well, Michael Shannon's also been in Boardwalk Empire. That guy's also Michael Stolberg. He was also in Boardwalk Empire. When I saw him, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be nice.
Oh yeah, no, he's really good in this movie too. There's a lot of sincerity in this film, which I really appreciate. But again, comes down to when he just corners poor Zelda in her house, and he just has seen like, do you know what Samson did before he died? He tore, as he's like tearing off his 2 fingers, the whole temple down. It's fucking so good. So good.
For some reason, I could have imagined you in that house going to grab those fingers, like, Michael Shannon's fingers! Running away.
Well, I like leaned into you after like she found the fingers in there. It's like, save one for me. Give me the pussy finger. But what was that line? I kind of missed it, but there's a line where like Giles is about like they invented such and such to stop masturbation. It did not work.
Oh, it's cornflakes. And she started eating cornflakes more. It's just like, well, she's gonna not need to do that anymore. She found some fish sticks.
She needs to smell fishy. It's what attracts the mates.
Dapperfish? I don't know.
You're thinking about this too much, aren't you?
I
am. But yeah, I apologize how much we talk about dicks in this video. But I'm also not. So, you know.
Kind of unavoidable for this movie.
Yes and no. I mean, I could talk about this beautiful talk. Oh, Lindsay, I could talk about it, but the fish stick is just so fascinating to me. Because, like, I honestly believe there's a good chance there was a deleted scene where they showed it, and I'm sad I didn't get to see it.
Maybe that's the whole CGI effect. Like, they just show us a picture of his crotch and an opening.
No, practical effect, baby.
Doug Jones, put it away.
Doug Jones is like, this is my moment! Like the pigeon in Storks.
This is what I really look like.
I've waited for years.
Show my penis on screen.
Dubbed by so many other actors. Finally, the truth to be revealed. Amazing. You're like a scene in Jurassic Park when the guy like sees a dinosaur for the first time. He hops out of the Jeep like, wait. Hey, how's it go? Miriam. You know what scene I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. If that visual wasn't perfectly clear enough. Dun 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 dun.
This is my hair.
Sorry.
Do it again. No. Okay, continue with the Michael Shannon talk.
I mean, like, I can't think. I mean, it's Michael Shannon at his best. This might be one of the favorite roles I've seen him in because he's still hamming it up, but he's hamming it up just enough and at just the right times.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he plays it very under for him in the rest of the movie.
I like this torture scene.
His torture scene was good. You mean where he's torturing the fish?
Well, that was good.
But
I'm talking about. About the Russian agent.
Yeah, the poor Russian man, like the poor Russian spy, which in this day and age is a dangerous thing to see. Say, hi FBI. We got a Russian sympathizer here. Take him down.
Biting my tongue. You can't make me talk on camera.
I just want to talk about fish, Nick.
Flag me for that only.
But no, that was really good. Again, at that point he's gone full psycho, and he grabs the poor guy by the bullet hole in his fucking mouth, just throws him in the sandlot, and just proceeds to just go apeshit on the man, going full villain monologue. Like, you know why I eat these candies? Make it last. So good. I'm over here like...
Make it last for me, Michael Shannon.
Kinda, a little bit.
We need a little fan so that when you see a Michael Shannon movie, you can just, you know, fan yourself.
I mean, like, it's not like Pitch Perfect 3 where it's like, Anna Kendrick, I love you, but why? It's more like Michael Shannon and Fish Dick. God, fuck Pitch Perfect 3.
It might be better if there was Fish Dick in it.
It would be equally so much better.
That's Fat Amy's secret. She's got a fish dick.
Well, that's a thought I don't want. It's a thought I really don't want.
More fan art.
Oh, God. They just kill that boner for me.
Yay!
Ew. Ew.
Think of Cassandra. Think of Cassandra.
You're not helping. Cassandra from Doctor Who, for those who are wondering.
Yeah, he's starting to watch it.
Yeah, I'm still working my way through it. I haven't watched it lately. I've been catching up on other shows I've been meaning to watch forever. I just finally caught up on Ash vs. Evil Dead.
That's okay.
Well, it's like, whenever I watch it, I feel I gotta send you Snapchats while I'm doing it.
You don't have to.
I know I don't have to, but I like to. It's make part of the experience. But anyway. Fuck, I'm thinking about just fucking Fat Amy now, and it's making me sad.
Think of Michael Shannon. He's getting angry. He's getting angry because you're not paying attention. Oh no, he's taking his shirt off. No. Oh no!
Speak for yourself.
He washed his hands and then he went to the bathroom, but he didn't leave the bathroom washing his hands.
He doesn't even grab his dick. He just has his hands on his shoulder, hands on his hips. Like, I know where I'm aiming. I'm very confident it's going exactly where I intended. But yeah, overall, this is a beautiful film. Outside of all of that.
I love how we just ended it right at Michael Shannon's pee scene in this.
Segue.
Beautiful.
Beautiful scene, yes, bravo. It's like the joke I made when Black Swan came out. I was like, I'm willing to bet they saw the Mila Kunis and Natalie Portman lesbian scene. They go, Oscar! Give it all the Oscars! Oh, love it. Because this is back when lesbo scenes were new.
Yeah.
And controversial. Ooh. But no, this is a great film. This probably will be my top 10 list. I don't know where. I think I like 3 Billboards better if I had to rank them. But then again, they're very, very different movies. So we're definitely in the midst of Oscar season. I mean, what was your takeaway? What are your thoughts? And what are your?
I liked it, hesitantly, because yeah, there was fish. Well, no. Taking that away and seeing that the characters are from two different worlds and they both felt like they were out of water or out of land.
Waka.
And they bonded through that and was able to make each other feel better in the worlds that they both felt uncomfortable with and had a happy-ish ending. So
yeah, it
was pretty good in that retrospect.
That's a very good way to put it, too. It's a movie about outsiders. Like, everyone you kind of root for is an outsider. You have the Russian spy. You have the older gay man in the 60s. You have the mute main character. You have the black janitor. Like, these are all, like, outsiders in the society, including Giant Fish Man, which is kind of a combo breaker, but not entirely. And I also really liked, and this is in the trailer, too, where it's like, I like how she was describing, like, why she wants to save Abe at one point, where just, like, saying, he doesn't see the ways in which I'm incomplete, which is a very, very sweet thought, which is, like, that's a beautiful line. So I appreciate, I'm a sap. Outside of Fish Dick, I'm a sap. So, yeah, trailers.
Sure.
You're still thinking about it, aren't you?
Yeah. Not that, but I'm thinking more about I need more time, not rushing. Well, no, I went to the bathroom before, but I should have put more thought into it.
That's okay.
But
I think you have some good thoughts in there.
Yeah, no, at the end, it was, overall, it was pretty good. I'm going to see it again with my sisters. I'm going to pretend to be uncomfortable again, because that would be natural for my reaction.
Rather than, whatever.
More like, oh, okay, a fish dick. Hey. Show me the dick. No.
I'd be curious what Ron would be.
Huh?
I'm curious how Howard would respond to this. She's like,
What?
It's like
Fish
one of
dick.
my Japanese animes.
Hey, fish senpai. Yes, mute-san?
When can you talk suddenly?
With hands. I want the... Mute-san, oh.
Or just Michael Shannon's creepy fucking line, I bet I can make you squeal.
Son.
Michael Shannon-chan, what are you doing?
He be your senpai.
Speaking of sex, we walked into the trailer for 50 Shades Freed. I've talked about it once so many times, and I can't wait for it to come out just so I can stop seeing the fucking trailer. And that's a case where it's like, what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? Sorry, honey, I can't do anything. I gotta try to Monterey to go see 50 Shades Freed with Sarah. Actually, you probably wouldn't like that for Valentine's Day.
Go away.
It's more like watch the reaction from like the back seat.
Well, I've never seen any of the 50 Shades Grey movies, so I felt like, what the fuck did I miss?
It's not like you want to actually watch it. You just join the review afterwards and just watch the pain.
Oh, that'd be funny. That would be really fucking funny.
Just more like, yes.
Like, okay, what's going on now? You'd probably be like leaving the car and being like, you guys do the review, and I'll be like, I didn't go in. So well, they did it. But more than once, that's all I know.
But you have to see the climax.
No, I'm good.
It's probably just as unstimulating as the other two films. For me, it claims to be kinky. It's about as kinky as a cinema. It's less kinky than its old like 90s Cinemax porn film.
Okay, so I can probably do a really good guess of how those films go. Because I have no idea about any of the plot or anything like that.
Oh, the plot's not important.
I've seen The Secretary, but that's a good one.
I mean, the 50 Shades movies or Cinemax porno?
No, The Secretary with James Spader. That's gonna be closer to 50 Shades of Grey, supposedly.
Probably than 50 Shades of Grey is. Because that one is more like, hey, do you find Ice Cube sexy? Because that's as kinky as it gets.
Yeah, well, James Spader knows he makes you uncomfortable.
I can believe that. It is James
really
Spader.
Hot in the face.
Oh my. Yeah. Depending on what you're into, if you're into James Spader, good for you. Good for you.
You can have Michael Shannon. I'm going to take James Spader and we're going to walk away.
Fair enough. You know what? I feel like that one's mutual. I was like, all right. If there is like a calmer equivalent of Michael Shannon, I feel like it's James Spader. You know?
I don't know.
Like if you had like a yin and yang kind of thing.
Yeah, but actor, like, personalities-wise, they're probably really similar to each other.
Exactly. That's why it's like yin and yang kind of thing. Two sides of the same coin.
Please be two separate people.
I would love it if that were in the same movie, actually. James Spader or Michael Shannon, that'd be amazing. So, yeah, then we got the 1517 to Paris was the next one. I can't believe this is already getting a movie. Didn't this just happen, like, last year?
What is it?
It was the one about that 3 guys who stopped the person on the train.
Oh, I don't know.
You remember that? Not the trailer, the actual event that happened. You remember that from like a year or two back? Oh, well, okay. Well, I'll explain it to you then. Because this movie is based on it, apparently, and it's going to do the exact same thing that Clint Eastwood's last movie did, is pad it out to shit. It's about, like, it's about a real-life event that, like, on the road to Paris, like, someone tried to start a shooting with an AK-47 or whatever, and, like, 3 guys happened to be in the military, all, like, jumped him.
Oh, sounds familiar now.
Yeah, like, I think it happened, like, a year or 2 ago, but I guess it's already getting a movie. Which is gonna be hard considering I don't know how you can make a movie out of something that would really take about 20 minutes to tell an actual story. So let's fill it military propaganda, because that's what Clint Eastwood does these days.
Perfect. We're just going to North Korea. Don't flag us again.
Oh god! I mean, it's like that was the same case with American Sniper, where like everyone's like, "This movie's amazing." I'm like, "This is propaganda." It was not a popular opinion. Do you see American Sniper? Mm-hmm. Do you think it's propaganda or no?
No, I agree. It is.
Okay, it's not just me then.
I was silent because I'm like, yeah.
And then the last Clint Eastwood was Captain Phillips, and that stretched that story out as thick as it could fucking get. God, that was such a waste of my time. It still got nominated. That what pisses me off.
See, real stories always get nominated.
Well, it's because it's Tom Hanks and Clint Eastwood. That's why I got nominated. This one, like, I'm surprised this one coming in February though, which tells me the studio doesn't have a whole lot of faith in it. Because I feel like if it really wanted to push for Oscar, they would have released it like a month ago. So I don't know. We'll see. Speaking of Oscar bait, then we got The Post again. Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, directed by Steven Spielberg. That is Oscar bait written all over it.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Everything out there.
We talked about that one before though, so we didn't talk too much about that one. And we got the last trailer we got was The Isle of Dogs. Do you like Wes Anderson?
Some of his stuff.
I want to see this one out. It looks fun.
Well, yeah, that's why it smells like
yeah.
Dogs.
It's Wes Anderson doing claymation again. I really like the Fantastic Mr. Fox. You ever see that one?
I've seen it. I'm gonna be honest, not my favorite.
Fair enough. I can see why. I mean, it's definitely. I think I called Wes Anderson when I did the Grand Budapest Hotel review. I called him like the modern day. Like I called him live action Looney Tunes. Because it's like, especially in live action movies, it doesn't like it's still very cartoony. So when it's actual cartoon, it's even more cartoony. So it makes me still very curious. Because whenever they fight, they'll not like throw punches and see like just a pile of smoke and like fists and heads flying everywhere. Like Tasmanian Devil. With a really good cast too. And that was the last trailer. So yeah, I got any final thoughts for The Shape of Water?
Overall, really interesting message. If you ignore and now focus on the things that we're not going to say in the ending, because I said it more than enough times. You probably could turn it into a drinking game and you'd be dead
you die.
Now.
You like liver poisoning.
So it was, a good overall message.
I loved it. I thought it was a great film. The more I'm sitting with, the more I like it. So that's one. Yeah, it's a beautiful film. And if you're juvenile like us, you'll focus on some other parts. But you won't care because you're still enjoying a beautiful story. So I just have one question for you. Do you like fish sticks?
Turn the camera off now. No.
All right. So later this week, you and I are gonna watch Father Figures.
Okay, so I'm still there. I'm still for that. Okay.
No one else is gonna see it. I can tell you right now.
I'm regretting it when I looked at it like, no, but no. It better fucking be worth it.
It's not.
It probably won't be.
And from when I've heard of it, it's not. It's not gonna be good. Because that's why I did this movie instead. Because okay, last movies I saw were Pitch Perfect 3, Jumanji 2, and Downsizing. I need a good fucking movie to clean my palate before I go see Father Figures. Because when I'm really sad on that, I can think about Fish Stick and I'll be happy.
Or Michael Shannon.
And I'll be happy. I'll have a safe place to go to before I'd realize like, what? No. However Owen Wilson talks. I don't know why I did Marky Mark from The Happening, but could you tell the difference? Oh my god, The Happening starring Owen Wilson. That would have been amazing.
The Happening?
You know, the M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Yeah, the movie that I almost wanted to fucking walk out on.
Yeah, that one.
I wanted to walk out of that.
I believe you. I'm not saying it's a good movie, but if it had Owen Wilson instead of Marky Mark, it would have been a lot funnier.
I think it would be too, yeah. Look at the plants, man.
Look at the plants, like, what? No.
They're trying to kill us, guys.
The bees? If anyone can say any sentence like it's a question, it's Owen Wilson. So yeah, later this week I gotta see All the Money in the World, Father Figures, a bunch of movies I forget. Oh, The Darkest Hour. Like, I think there's at least 2 others I gotta go see whenever it comes out this Friday. So it's gonna be a busy couple weeks. So we'll see you guys then. See you there.